Hi guys, welcome back to Two Dutch Aussies. 6 months ago, we packed our lives into 2 suitcases and moved halfway across the world from Australia to the Netherlands. It's been exciting, challenging, and a whole lot of fun. This is our honest experience moving to the Netherlands from outside of the EU. We hope you enjoy. As you'd expect when doing something like this, there was many hoops to jump through. Let's just say though that the Netherlands really loves their rules. The visa process was detailed, lots of intricacies and countless hours of research. And all of the little admin work that you have to do that you sort of just take for granted in your home country, like finding a bank account, finding a phone plan, registering with the municipality. And navigating the Dutch language has been equally entertaining and challenging. It's not easy, but we're getting there.
Mijn broer en ik zijn allebei getrouwd.
My brother and
and
I are both married.
She's married to her brother.
No, they're both.
And there were more challenges, like finding housing, finding work, and finally integrating with the Dutch healthcare system. Each of these could be a story of their own, but we will try and cover it all in this video. And thank you so much to you guys for watching our videos, and we really appreciate all the nice comments you've left, and it's been really nice to read them, and yeah, we hope you enjoy. But it hasn't all been doom and gloom. We're incredibly grateful to be here and appreciate all the help we've had along the way. We've made spontaneous trips to Belgium, explored Dutch castles, and tucked into the FIBO, natuurlijk. So how did we move to the Netherlands, you might ask? Well, firstly, I was lucky enough to have a Dutch passport because my mum is actually Dutch and she organised this for me many years ago and my brother. But unfortunately, Aaron doesn't have a Dutch passport, so we did have to apply for a visa for Aaron. So we applied for the WHS, so the Working Holiday Scheme visa for Aaron. This visa is intended for cultural exchange. It's a 12-month visa and it's non-renewable. So once you submit all the relevant forms, give all of the supporting documentation like ID documents, pay the fees and provide proof of funds when you're in the Netherlands, then you wait, basically. So after providing all of the documentation required, Aaron was approved after about a month's time, so that was good. So they were then on our way to the Netherlands, but first when we got there we needed to go to Den Bosch to provide her biometric data. So it took them about another month to process the biometric data and get that final approval for Erin to get her residence permit. And then she needed to go down to the local gemeente, register at an address, and then in order to get her BSN. You need the BSN to do basically everything here in the Netherlands, to apply for a bank account, to work, etc, etc. So once you have that BSN, which is vital, you can then apply for a bank account in the Netherlands. One trick we did find though is in order to be paid in the Netherlands from a Dutch company, you need a Dutch bank account. So there's only one company we found that allows you to have a bank account without a BSN in the Netherlands, and that's Bank. I could be wrong here, so correct me if I'm wrong, but they allow you to open a bank account and start transacting on it 90 days before you receive your BSN. So once you have your BSN and you've registered with the local municipality, the gemeente, you can then need to apply for your Digi-ID. Stands for digital identification. It's what they use here in the Netherlands for you to access online services from the government, such as your health services and your tax portal and that sort of thing. So you then have to apply for a Digi-D, and then they will send that to you in the mail after a week or so of processing. The only issue with this visa, the Working Holiday Scheme, is that it is a 1-year visa. So it's strictly 12 months only, non-renewable. So our plan is to apply for the partner visa because I have a Dutch passport. So after the 12-month period is over, that's going to be our next challenge, is applying for a partner visa. So congratulations, you're done. That's what you need to do just to stay here in the Netherlands. But in order to thrive here in the Netherlands, obviously we had to find a job and find a place to live, which proved to be a bit of a challenge. When doing a move like this, you can't tick all of the boxes straight away, so that means taking what you can get and running with it. For the last few months I've been working as a hovenier in a small town in the Netherlands. In this job I've had plenty of opportunities to practice my Dutch. After countless applications and interviews, I finally found a new job in Rotterdam, and I couldn't be more excited. And the interview process certainly taught me a lot about the famous Dutch directness.
Back in Australia, I trained as a registered nurse and worked in the operating theatres as a scrub nurse for about 3 years. Nursing is a pretty universal career and you can kind of get a job anywhere, but obviously in the Netherlands they practice and work in Dutch, so I need to be able to communicate with the patients. So in order to have my registration transferred, I need to pass a B1 level Dutch exam. So it's going to take a while before I'm at a professional level. So in the meantime, I was looking for either a retail or hospitality job, as that's what I did while I was studying. I preferred the old-fashioned way of going in and out of as many places as I could and talking to people in person and asking if they're looking for anyone until I found the perfect place. It took me about 10 goes, but I finally found it. So I'm currently working as a waitress, aka serveerster. Serveerster? Yeah. At one of the biggest restaurants near where we live in Tilburg. I'm really enjoying it. It's been great to practice my Dutch with the customers, and also I've made an amazing group of friends and they've made me feel really welcome in Tilburg.
So we're here at our Dutch lesson. So we found a really nice one down in Eindhoven. That lady was going to ask me a question, but she looked very Dutch. I'm so glad I can't speak Dutch. Okay. Yeah, so we found like a really small class in Eindhoven, not too expensive. The ones that we tried to get were all booked out. We were like 2 days too late, but I think it's a sign. It's a sign. But this one's really good. It's like a really small class, so hopefully we make some friends as well. And yeah, so she kind of puts you on the spot a little bit, but I kind of like that. Yeah, so as soon as you come in, she just like gets you to introduce yourself and kind of like puts you on the spot. And yeah, it's good. It's good. It kind of makes you, like, forces you to learn the language a little bit. But yeah, we're only on week 4, so hopefully by the end of like week 17 or something like that, hopefully we are maybe not fluent, but know a lot more than what we do now. So let's go.
So that last clip was filmed a few months ago, and I think it's safe to say that we are not fluent. Ons Nederlands is niet zo goed, and ja, Nederlands is een heel moeilijk taal. Dutchies talk very fast. Kan je iets langzamer praten? Ja, oké, helemaal goed. I'll do it. We wanted to live in Brabant. There's so much more to the Netherlands than just Amsterdam, and plus Brabant is where the heart is for us. We know how lucky we were to find this place with the housing crisis that's going on in the Netherlands at the moment, so we're very grateful for our little place in little old Tilburg. There's been many highs and lows throughout this journey, but we're incredibly proud of what we've achieved so far. Some of the lows include cycling 10 kilometers to my gardening job in the rain at 6 a.m. only to find that work is called off, and then having to ride 10 kilometers back in the rain.
So, how'd you go?
We've had success. It is 2:30 p.m. and we've had success.
So if you're like us and you're unsure on whether you should take that leap, well, I think you should. I think you should go for it. Dust off those clogs and go for it. I don't think you'll regret it. We didn't.